Hello, everybody. Buonasera. So, here is that cup I did on Putin a while back. If you're interested, you might want to go check out my video on Putin and his cup reading. But there were some things that I saw on this cup that I did not get to voice, not only because of the excitement around the cup, but because I only saw it afterwards. Sometimes the cups, the more you look at it, the more the things become clearer. So, anywho, I just wanted to touch base on that. So here is a fighter speaking to this person who's like a politician, telling him, I got bad news for you. We need to back down. And here is a fighter. Reason I know is a fighter, you can see the weapons slung back, shot AK-47s or shotguns or something. That sort of weaponry slung to his back. And this fighter is looking after these kids. These kids are physically hurt. They're injured, maimed, and in bad shape. And here is a nurse looking after them. And I'm going to put a picture up of the type of nurse that I see. Because I see it clear as day, you guys, clear as day. It's like a picture, it's like a movie. I see the nurse's outfit, her hair, the bonnet sort of headwear that she's wearing. And then she is dividing the very injured, physically ill children from the children that are not injured, that are not physically hurt, but that are mentally scarred. And here you have this older child looking after a child that's laying down here. And here's another child. They're not old, they're very, very young. But these kids are older than these kids. The older children have their heads down like they know what's going on. Yet these tiny ones, they're just looking around very confused. I'm sure you can see that too. Let me get the blur out. You see that? They got their heads down, head down. And then these three ones are looking around. They got their heads up, looking around. They don't know what's going on. And here's that nurse. And then here's another woman looking after the kids that are not physically ill, that are mentally scarred, that are psychologically scarred. This woman is looking after them. But the nurse is looking after the kids that are physically injured. And here you've got Putin speaking to that tall, medium to dark skin gentleman. And here that gentleman is speaking about these kids. Here is a little girl that has gone through, I don't know, an attack on her town or something. And here is a dead child laying down dead. And here is an injured child, even maimed. It could be maimed because I see a ruptured here. And this is so sad, you guys. Here's this little one who made it safely. I always got these gnats because I got a bunch of plants. Hold on. So here's this little one who made it safely, but he's all alone. And he's so sad and scared. He's crying. Oh, the blur. If only Steven Spielberg. If only I knew how to get this blur. Okay, there you are. You could see him, right? You could see that little boy or girl. I think it's a boy, all alone with his head down, sad, crying. That broke my heart. I wish I could go up there and scoop all of them up and give him kisses and tons of food and give him a warm blanket, give him ice cream. Make him some veggies and some protein. And here you have, I'm just going over the cup. You already know this. These are the politicians, people in power. But okay, so I'm going to put a picture up of this. To me, it looks like the Spartan pots. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been to the Metropolitan Museum in New York or the Louvre and you've seen in Paris and you've seen these pots? Or just online. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be hoity-toity. It's just that as a kid, I was always taken to the Met for school trips almost every year. The school freaking trip was going to the Met, and I love that place. But yeah, so that's why it came up to first thing that popped in my mind. So anywho, this is like people fighting. You see this guy with his back turned running away, and then this one shooting at him. You see the chaos, and then this person here shooting in the background. Complete chaos, you guys, right here. I'll put a picture of what I'm talking about so you guys could see it. Chaos and battle. And so then here you see this tiny guy here with his lifts. You see him like on lifts, like high heels, hookah boots. He's here, that's Putin. And he's shaking hands and he's accepting some sort of acknowledgement, recognizance, something like a prize. I hope it's not the Nobel Peace Prize. I was just saying that, I feel like you guys are my friends, so we're spilling the tea together and we're gossiping. Not that I want to, but what else? Conjecture. I can't see for sure. I can't read what the freaking award is. So I'm just telling you, Putin is over here receiving some sort of award. And he's shaking hands with this taller man. I thought it was Bashar al-Assad, but actually I think this gentleman is older than Bashar al-Assad. And I'll put a picture of peace treaties in the past so that you can see what I mean. Yeah, these two guys there. That's Putin. And then at the very bottom, I'll put, this is a woman, a Muslim woman, in the traditional Muslim attire for women. And so, I don't need to put a picture of that, but I will. So just to show you what I see it clear as day. These cups just freaking scream to me. And I'm sure you guys that have been with me for a while now, for many, many months, almost a year, you guys know. I think you guys are getting used to it. I can feel it. You guys are learning to read the cup. So yeah, I'll put a picture of that as well. So this was a marvelous cup because so many of you were able to see what I usually see on all my cups. And you voiced that. You left it in the comments and you sent me emails, and I am so thankful. Thank you for communicating that. I'm very, very happy about that. Unfortunately, this is such tragedy. But whether we can see it or not, it's happening. It's happening. So I'm just grateful that we can all unite and see it together in the cup. So I'm gonna go and wash this cup and do a cup on Bernie Sanders. I love this cup. It always renders the best figurines and the best occurrences. And I got it from David's Tea. So yeah, it's a wonderful cup. Some people call it a bowl. It's not a bowl. It's a coffee cup. It's a teacup. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Let me get onto that Bernie cup.